Hiya, welcome to Docwob TV. So we're back from Italy with the T500. It's all in bits. I really got to show you this before we assemble it because it's so cool. I mean, yeah, it's just mega, you know. So let me show you what you get with the kit, how much it all is, and when you see some of this stuff, it's full factory off the charts coolness. So Enrico Thomasin, I've known for years and years and years. I've known him since he was mechanic on the Martin Honda team, the HRC team. He got enlisted to go and work for Chad Reed in the States for a few years on the CR22 team. He's now the engineer for the electronics for the HRC guys. He's also in charge of the engine building for the HRC guys. So when I was at the factory a couple of days ago, we weren't allowed to film probably 2/3 of the workshop because that's where they were building the HRC motors. This is the guy you're dealing with. Now, this is a guy who had the thought, let's take a modern 450 and not put a 20-year-old two-stroke engine in it. Let's convert a CRF 450 into a two-stroke, 500 two-stroke. So there's no second-hand bits. Everything's brand fire new. Chassis completely new. Motor completely new. There's no old bits. You're not scouring eBay. There's a lot of stuff comes with the kit. You can buy complete bikes from them. We're not going to buy complete bikes. We're going to build them in the UK. So we'll get the kit. We'll assemble them. How many we're going to sell? I don't know. They're not cheap. They're like 15 grand plus the VAT. They're expensive. They are. But you've got a brand new CRF 450 to buy and the kit. And when you consider you're getting a fuel injection, electric start, 500 two-stroke with like 5 maps. And bearing in mind the thing uses like the CRF 450 stator plate. I mean, how do you get that to work on a two-stroke? This little pile here is all the bits you don't use. So this is the crankcases, the crank, the cylinder, the head, the pipe, the silencer, the ECU unit. So it's all that's all the stuff you don't need. So I've already negotiated with a team to buy that stuff off us because that's really handy for them. Over there is a pile of the stuff that you do get with the kit, which I'll run through. That pile over there is all the standard 450 stuff, which needs to go back on with the build. So let me start by showing you the crankcases. So the cases are full billet cases. They come with all the bearings, all the studs, all the seals, all titanium, believe it or not. They are an absolute work of art. Now, bearing in mind, this takes the CRF 450 ignition cover, stator plate. It's beautiful. I don't know what else you can say about it. It's going to be, so hydraulic clutch as well, let's not forget that. So that's that. Left-hand case. What's even cooler, if you see the HRC style crank with the weights, titanium, the weights. Now, other stuff on the market's got a balance shaft. You don't need a balance shaft if you've got a balance crank. You only need a balance shaft in a quad bike, really. So this, if you've ever seen a HRC crank, that's exactly what it looks like, believe me. And when you go to their factory and you see all the HRC cranks there, this is nothing unusual to them. So I can only show you what we have. It's off the charts trick. We're really excited about building it. We wanted to film and show you guys what it looked like in pieces. This is the cylinder. It's cast cylinder, all billet reed block. This is the new cylinder with the interchangeable insert for the head. It's ported. This thing, they can make it 80 horsepower if you wanted it to. Can't ride the thing at 80 horsepower. I mean, how many guys with Stark Vargs, if you know they've got them set to 80? It's funny for a couple of seconds, but you wouldn't want to race the thing. So it's all about the torque, it's all about the rideability. So we've got the dyno figures, we've got the dyno charts, they've got plenty of power, don't worry about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to assemble this one, get it built, and then we're going to get somebody to ride it. Hopefully going to get somebody to buy this one. If not, we will put it on one of the only stands, only comps competitions. So we'll get it gone. Hopefully the new owner will let us do a test with it with some riders. Another cool thing they do is they do the same kit for Austrian bikes, so KTM Gas Husqvarna. What's even cooler about that is they've made the clutch cover because they don't even use the water pumps, because the electric water pump. This has electric water pump, but uses the standard Honda case with the standard water pump in it. So he's going to bring us the Husqvarna version, and we're going to hopefully run, Carson Brown or Nicoletti or somebody at the event with that. Not race it because it's illegal, it's too new, but we might do some video with him up the hill or something and go and film with Carson the week before. But we're excited about the project. Those guys are super into it. We're going to help them with a bit of promotion. We're going to build some bikes. We're going to get some good guys on them. We're going to have a trade stand at the Fox Hill GP and have these on display at our own events, VMXTN Hawkston and Farley Castle Vets. So there's a lot going on. We're still working on the old stuff. That's where we cut our teeth. But this is a cool project I didn't want to pass up. So another thing which looks a little bit odd is a cast cylinder. It's completely made just for this bike. It's the same cylinder for Husky and KTM as well, but it's their kit. The reason why the reblock's up here is because on the 4-stroke, on the new generation 4-strokes, the air box comes in over the top of the shock. The shock's quite low mounted, trying to keep the centre of gravity low. So this has to be higher up to use the standard airbox and air intake. They've obviously calculated the airbox volume, which a lot of people who do the 500 2-strokes into the 250 or into the 4-stroke frames never calculate, and they never figure out why the things never run properly. So that's all been calculated. The fuel injection system sits on here. You get a really comprehensive manual you can download off the internet, and that tells you how to reset your fuel injection system for the 2-stroke. It's not downside, but you have to run special oil with this bike. You can't run a normal 2-stroke because it's too thick. So the 2-stroke you have to buy from Thomasin in Italy. We've got 3 or 4 litres coming. Couldn't carry that on my suitcase. That had to be posted because that has to go through the fuel injection system, and you can't have a normal goopy oil go through there. So that's one thing. We're dead excited about it. How can you not be? So this pile is the pile of stuff from the motor that we stripped, the new CRF 450/26 motor that we're going to use to build the Thomasin 500. So ignition cover, clutch cover, gear selector mechanism, transmission, balance shaft gears, clutch, starter motor. So this is all the stuff which goes in from the standard motor into the Thomasin kit, which provides you with the crankcases. Looking at it all, it seems like it's all going to go together really easily. There is no cutting, no welding, no polishing. This is a plug and play assembly job. There's nothing. I'm looking forward to this. We're not even going to get your hands dirty. It's going to be awesome. So this is what you get in your kit. Starting with a cone pipe, silencer. They do have titanium cone pipes. Very cool. Silencer. It's just all made so nicely. Engine mount plates, gearing. This is the bracket for the coil that sits on the back of the head. ECU. Now Enrico's the electronics guy for HRC, so believe me, he knows his stuff. So this is the ECU mapped for the 500 2-stroke to work with the CRF 450 electronics. You're like, so there's 5 maps in there. Electric water pump. Very cool. This is the standard flywheel, but he did supply us with a flywheel weight if we do need to use one. So that sits on there, lovely. So we can use that if we need. It comes with a cool billet clutch cover, Vertex piston, proper air filter. Don't even know what that is, but we'll plug it in and hopefully it works. So, like I say, this is beyond my pay grade to come up with this stuff. We can assemble it as good as anybody, but to have the thought to manufacture this stuff from scratch is stuff of genius, believe me. This is very, very cool. So another thing that's really cool with these guys is the backup. They've not only given you like a really comprehensive manual of how to build the thing, like a model kit. They're on the end of the phone for us. If we have any problems putting it together, any problems running it, we can plug it in to our laptop. He can access that from his side. He can fix it online in real time. So if you're saying, oh, we've got a bog here, we've got these, no problem. It'll go online at the same time as we're online. Change the mapping. This is space shuttle shit. So that's it for this episode. We're going to get the thing assembled this week. It's daunting, I've got to tell you. I mean, I'm having no part. I'm not claiming any of the engineering on this. That's all Enrico. He's the boy. But we've got the manual, we've got the kit. But when you see it all, you're like, this is going to take some building. And to build it nice, you know, it's an expensive thing. It's going to be quite scary to press that button the first time. But it's going together this week. So I'm hoping that we can get the build down to 3 days, to strip the new bike and build a new one. I'm hoping with a 3-day turnaround. We're going to be able to sell them. We can do them to order. We can ship them internationally. We can do whatever you want. We can get the kits from Italy within a few days. We can get new bikes within a few days. I seriously think we can look at a 10-day period from order to delivery on one of these. So if you do want one, you want a gas or a Husky or a KTM, they're working on other brands at the moment, but I'm not being told not to say anything. But the Honda one we started off with, so that'll be our first one. This one is going to be for sale. We can always, the good thing about this would be, but we can just keep building them. So there's no shortage of parts. They've got all the backup, all the support. So just keep watching, like and subscribing always helps. This is a new project for us. We're normally in charge of the engineering, in charge of everything. I feel like we're just putting a model kit together here, but it'd be all right. I'm excited for it. It's something new, and that's cool. So like and subscribe, watch the videos, and next time you see this thing, it'll be running.